Hey everybody, what's up? This is Jack with Spy Pie Gaming. If this is your first time here on Spy Pie Gaming TV, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell icon to make sure that notifications are turned on for whenever we drop new videos. So today's video is going to be another dungeon guide. It's going to be Fungal Grotto 1. I'll be tanking, Soulless will be healing, and Spy will be DPS. Since this dungeon is honestly it's skipped a lot, so anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and queue up for it. Actually, one more thing before I get into the guide. We now have a guild on. Spy Pie Gaming now has a guild called Spy Pie Gaming Council on PCNA. Look it up. We run content, all the stuff you see us do on the channel. You know, we want to help new players grow, so it's open to all levels. Anyhow, I just wanted to mention that we just started a guild. If you want to be a part of this experience, put your application in. Again, it is Spy Pie Gaming Council. So anyhow, we're going to queue up for this dungeon and see if we can get in. Alright, we're getting into the dungeon now. The queue broke, so we had to teleport in. Fungal Grotto 1 is one of the first dungeons that you get access to in the game. It's also the dungeon you have to visit to join the Undaunted if you're in the Ebonheart Pact. It's not real difficult. There's not a lot of like mechanics that you have to watch out for in here. Nonetheless, you know, everybody starts at the bottom. Like, everybody starts in easy content. So we're doing a guide on it. There's a few ads before you run into the first boss. None of the ads in particular need to be focused by the tank necessarily, just mainly controlling, you know, ad placement, stuff like that. That way, you know, you get rid of it quick. You don't have to fight it for a long time. As you can see, group them up, just pull them in as the tank, pull them in, group them up. You know, pin them down, let your DPS do the work there. So we're running up on the first boss here, which is Tazkad The Packmaster. Comes with a couple of ads. It's not a difficult fight. Sorry, excuse me. This boss has Blood Kra'gh, which is just a basic physical damage attack. The boss also has Agony. Does a small amount of damage over time and stuns when it first hits. So as you can see, you know, we made it through the boss fight really quick. It's not difficult. So the ability Agony that I was talking about has a cast time, so it can be interrupted. As well as the archers that are standing there. Again, we run up on a pack of ads, which, you know, most dungeons are. This dungeon is literally designed to teach you the basic mechanics of every dungeon from here on out. Let's see. It's nothing major. Just you want to let, you know, if you pull it, you tank it, or at least that's my rule. So let your tank run ahead, follow him. We're getting ready to come up on the next boss. I do want to say that the tank should taunt the boss before it comes off the platform. The reason being is one of the mechanics that the boss has when he starts the fight, or when the encounter begins. It is Warchief Ozozai. It's an easy fight, can get messy if you're not paying attention. So the fight starts, he has a couple ads with him. Kill him first, or just stack him on top of the boss. Just everybody watch out for heavy attacks. He's got a shock assault. This is the reason the tank should taunt the boss before it gets off the platform. Unless he is taunted, he will land on someone and with a good amount of shock damage. So it also has an AoE. Just avoid it, taunt it before he jumps off. If you're the tank, taunt. Daedric Blast. Occasionally, the boss casts a red beam on a member of the group, starts spreading AoE under the player's feet. Once it's full, it blows up, so just move away from the group, block, come back in. And then Staggering Roar has an enraged mechanic. I'm trying to get through these as quick as the boss fight, I promise. Is an enraged mechanic. He occasionally shouts, doing moderate physical damage in an AoE. Can be avoided if you're ranged or healer. If you're melee, block it, or just move away and then move back in. Alright, so this is where the dungeon gets skipped normally. We're not going to do that. It's a full guide. Not just jump off the waterfall, and I will point out the skip, because Fungal Grotto is Fungal Grotto. If you have the Sugar Book, well, alright. If you have it filled out. The waterfall that we just passed, if you jump off it and swim straight across the dungeon, you do not have to have any of these encounters. I don't advise it, but that's just me. Anyhow, the ads get a little bit bigger in Veteran, especially if you're, low CP. Make sure the tank has taunt on it to keep it off the DPS. You don't have a lot of the CP slottables and passives that you get. As you can see, I'm just pinning down ads, pulling things in, taunting stuff to keep it off of the group. Not that I need to necessarily, because of our CP, but alright, so we are coming up on Broodbirther. There are 2 ads with them. I do not know why I crouched. The 2 ads, just stack them on top of the boss, keep them taunted, keep all of them taunted as the tank. Randomly throughout the fight, the boss will turn on one of the group members and pull them in. Don't freak out when it happens. Just move back. If you get too far away from the boss, you'll keep getting pulled in. So stand back, but don't stand in the way of the boss, but don't stand too far away. It's like Clan Fear. Very basic mechanics. And then Shocking Rake, which is a frontal cone-shaped AoE aimed at whoever has taunt. Should be the tank. Alright, boss is dead. We're going to move on. See, nothing in here is... I know I've said it a couple of times. Nothing in here is overly difficult. Not even once the ads are not like goblins and stuff anymore. I do want to say, like, in relation to the last boss, and this applies to basically every boss, if you're the tank and you have taunt, please don't spin the boss. Just stand still, build correctly, build for block mitigation and armor. Stand still, block it. Like, you don't want to be a perma block, or at least I don't agree with that. Anyhow, I'm not going to get off on a tangent. We're coming up on the next boss. We're going to get rid of these ads first. This is Clatterclaw, who also has ads with him. It's very straightforward. Just as the tank keeps taunt the entire fight. DPS applies damage. It makes sense to get your DPS and healers to stand behind the boss, like most boss fights, so they're not in the boss's face. Mudcrab Swarm is the mechanic that this boss has, which summons mudcrabs. And then every 10 seconds or so, sometimes less, you'll see, if the boss fight goes on, you'll see 8 to 10 mudcrabs spawn. Alright, so we're at the last boss. This is Kra'gh the Dreugh King. Okay, and as you can see, hard mode is popped. Somebody got pulled in. So, Lunging Strike is basically a heavy attack, but it will knock the tank over if not blocked. And if it hits DPS, who does not block, it will kill them. Storm Flurry, which is a rapid lightning strike aimed at the tank, or whoever had aggro, should be the tank. Very strong tank can take the full flurry, but I recommend blocking. If you're a DPS, don't be in it. Like, just block it. You might survive it, but don't be in it. Horde of mud crabs, which you just saw. The boss summons about 3 to 4 mud crabs. And then there's lightning field, which is will one-shot you if you stand next to the boss when it goes off. It's the most obvious attack that the boss has. It's the most deadly mechanic in the fight. You die to it sometimes. It happens. I guess it's not, it's not a big deal, but you can very clearly see it. Don't stand in it. Let's see. All right, good run. So, group etiquette. Thank you for group. The sets that come out of here are Dreugh King, Slayer, Viper Sting, and Spider Cultist Cowl. That's heavy, medium, and light. You can get the Kra'gh Monster Helm, but only in Vet. Let's see. I got an Antiquity. That's pretty much it. It's, like I said, it's not a very difficult dungeon. It's really not that long. You can do it quickly. Damage is a convenience, though. They're simple mechanics. So, anyhow, if you enjoyed the video and would like to see more, take a look around. If you like what you see, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bell icon. That way you're notified every time we put out a video. We are currently we drop at least one video every day, Monday through Friday, at 9 a.m. And we are soon to be streaming, and you can check us out we're on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and we're currently building out a website to have all this as a written guide reference as well. What can be a written guide anyhow. If you would like to go above and beyond subscribing to the channel to show your support, we have a Patreon, which I will make sure I link up in the top corner of the video and leave a link to in the description. You get access to a patron-only Discord where you have direct access to us. You also get access to exclusive content that does not get posted on the channel. And then we also have, if you're interested in it, we also have Spy Fighter Gaming merch. We have t-shirts. I'll make sure I put a link to that as well up in the top corner of the video and down in the description. And I want to mention again that we have started a guild now. It is on PC North America. It is Spy Pie Gaming Council, and the point of the guild really is to get players together, even low-level players, and run through content. Help. Like the update that's coming out today is going to change the game, and it'd be cool to learn together, share the experience. So, put your application in if that's something you're interested in. If you want to be a part of, this community, if you want to be a part of, a guild that runs content, if you want to be a part of a guild that runs content on a regular basis. I know I'm in a couple of guilds and they just don't, it's on a schedule. You can't ever find anybody. Anyhow, I'm being long-winded, so that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.